Introducing a poodle to new pets is an important process that, when done thoughtfully, can set the stage for a harmonious household. Whether you're bringing a new puppy home to meet your resident cat, introducing your adult poodle to another dog, or welcoming a different species altogether, the goal is to create a safe, positive experience for everyone involved. Poodles are intelligent, sensitive, and generally sociable dogs, but each animal is unique, and introductions should be tailored to their personalities and past experiences. The first step in this process is preparation. Before the initial meeting, it's crucial to ensure that both your poodle and the new pet are healthy and up to date on vaccinations. This reduces the risk of spreading disease and helps to ensure that neither animal is feeling unwell or irritable, which could make the introduction more challenging. If possible, arrange for both animals to be groomed and clean, as strong, unfamiliar scents can sometimes cause stress or defensive reactions. Consider your poodle's temperament. Poodles, whether toy, miniature, or standard, are known for their intelligence and adaptability, but individual personalities can vary widely. Some poodles are naturally outgoing and eager to meet new friends, while others may be more reserved or even territorial. Think about your poodle's past experiences with other animals. Has your dog lived with other pets before? Has she shown signs of aggression or fear around other animals? Understanding your poodle's baseline will help you anticipate her reactions and plan accordingly. Similarly, learn as much as you can about the new pet. Is the new animal a puppy, an adult dog, a cat, or perhaps a smaller animal like a rabbit or bird? Each type of pet will require a slightly different approach. For example, introducing a poodle to another dog involves different considerations than introducing a poodle to a cat or small animal. Research the typical behaviors and body language of the new species so you can recognize signs of stress, fear, or aggression. Once you're prepared, it's time to set up the environment for the introduction. Choose a neutral, quiet space where neither animal feels territorial. If you're introducing two dogs, an outdoor area such as a park or a friend's backyard can work well, as long as it's securely enclosed. For indoor introductions, clear the area of toys, food bowls, and other items that might trigger possessiveness. Make sure both animals have an escape route or a safe space to retreat to if they feel overwhelmed. Before the animals meet face to face, allow them to become familiar with each other's scent. Scent is a primary way that animals gather information about their environment and potential companions. You can do this by swapping bedding, toys, or even gently rubbing a cloth on one animal and then letting the other sniff it. This process helps to reduce the novelty of the new pet and can make the first meeting less stressful. When you're ready for the initial introduction, keep both animals under control. For dogs, use leashes and harnesses. For cats or other small animals, use carriers or secure pens. The goal is to allow the animals to observe each other from a safe distance, without the risk of a sudden lunge or chase. Watch both animals closely for signs of stress or excitement. Common signs of stress in dogs include lip licking, yawning, whining, or turning away. In cats, look for flattened ears, hissing, or a puffed-up tail. Start by allowing the animals to see each other from across the room or yard. If both remain calm, gradually decrease the distance between them, always watching for signs of discomfort. If either animal becomes agitated, increase the distance and try again later. Patience is key. It's better to move slowly and create positive associations than to rush and risk a negative encounter. Use treats and praise to reward calm, friendly behavior. If your poodle looks at the new pet and remains relaxed, offer a treat and gentle words. This helps your dog associate the presence of the new animal with good things. Similarly, reward the new pet for calm behavior. If either animal appears scared or aggressive, calmly separate them and give them a break. For introductions between dogs, parallel walking can be a helpful technique. Walk both dogs on leashes, side by side but at a comfortable distance, so they can observe and get used to each other's presence. Gradually decrease the distance as they show signs of relaxation. This activity allows them to bond over a shared experience and helps to diffuse tension. When introducing a poodle to a cat, the process may take longer. Cats are often more territorial and may be wary of a new dog in their space. Keep the cat in a carrier or behind a baby gate during the first few meetings, allowing the poodle to observe from a distance. Never force the cat to approach the dog, and always allow the cat to retreat if she feels threatened. Over time, as both animals become more comfortable, you can allow supervised interactions with the cat free to move around while keeping the dog on a leash. If you're introducing your poodle to a small animal such as a rabbit or bird, extra caution is needed. Poodles have a hunting background and may have a strong prey drive, especially if they haven't been socialized with small animals before. Always keep the small animal securely contained during introductions, and watch your poodle closely for signs of excitement or fixation. Reward calm, gentle behavior, and never leave the two animals alone together unsupervised. Throughout the introduction process, maintain a calm, upbeat demeanor. Dogs and other animals are highly attuned to human emotions, and if you're anxious or tense, your poodle is likely to pick up on that. Speak in a soothing voice, move slowly, and avoid sudden movements that could startle either animal. Be prepared for setbacks. Even with the best preparation, introductions don't always go smoothly. If there is a growl, hiss, or snap, don't panic. Calmly separate the animals and give them time to relax before trying again. Sometimes it may take several sessions before both animals feel comfortable in each other's presence. In rare cases, certain animals may never become friends, but with patience and management, most can learn to coexist peacefully. As the animals become more accustomed to each other, gradually increase the amount of time they spend together. Continue to supervise all interactions, especially during the first few weeks. Watch for subtle signs of stress or tension and intervene early to prevent escalation. Make sure each animal has their own space, food, water, and toys, so they don't feel the need to compete. It's also important to maintain routines. Animals thrive on predictability, and sticking to regular feeding, walking, and play schedules can help reduce stress during the transition. Spend quality time with your poodle and the new pet individually, so neither feels neglected or jealous. If you encounter persistent problems such as aggression or severe fear, don't hesitate to seek help from a professional trainer or animal behaviorist. An experienced professional can assess the situation and provide personalized guidance to help the animals adjust. Over time, most poodles and new pets will settle into a comfortable routine. You may notice them becoming more relaxed around each other, sharing space, or even playing together. Celebrate these milestones, but continue to supervise interactions until you're confident that both animals are safe and comfortable. There are also some special considerations depending on the age and background of your poodle. If you're introducing a puppy to a new pet, the process may be easier, as puppies are generally more adaptable and less set in their ways. However, puppies can also be rambunctious and may overwhelm a shy or older animal. Monitor play to ensure that it doesn't become too rough, and teach your puppy appropriate behavior around other animals. For senior poodles, introductions may take longer, especially if they've been the only pet for many years. Older dogs may be less tolerant of a new animal in their space and may need extra time and reassurance. Be patient and provide plenty of positive reinforcement for calm behavior. If your poodle has a history of reactivity or aggression toward other animals, consult with a professional before attempting introductions. In some cases, it may be necessary to use additional management tools, such as muzzles or barriers, to ensure safety. Introducing a poodle to a new pet is not just about the initial meeting. It's an ongoing process of building trust and positive associations. Continue to monitor their interactions, provide enrichment and mental stimulation, and address any issues promptly. With time, patience, and the right approach, your poodle and new pet can form a bond that enriches both their lives. Remember that every animal is an individual. Some may become fast friends, while others may simply learn to tolerate each other's presence. The key is to respect their boundaries, move at their pace, and create an environment where both feel safe and loved. In summary, the process of introducing your poodle to new pets involves careful preparation, gradual introductions, positive reinforcement, and ongoing supervision. By taking the time to do it right, you're setting the stage for a happy, harmonious home where all your pets can thrive. Let's delve deeper into some practical tips and common scenarios you might encounter during this process. When introducing your poodle to another dog, pay close attention to body language. Friendly dogs will often approach each other with loose, wagging tails, relaxed ears, and a wiggly body. They may sniff each other's faces or rear ends as a way of saying hello. Tense body posture, raised hackles, or prolonged staring can be signs of discomfort or impending aggression. If you see these signals, calmly separate the dogs and give them a break. If both dogs seem comfortable, allow them to interact briefly on leash, then separate and praise them for calm behavior. Gradually increase the length and closeness of their interactions, always watching for signs of stress. Once they've had several positive meetings, you can try allowing them to interact off-leash in a secure area, but continue to supervise closely. When introducing a poodle to a cat, patience is especially important. Cats are creatures of habit and may be slow to accept a new dog in their territory. Start with scent exchanges. Then allow the cat to observe the poodle from a safe space, such as behind a baby gate or from a high perch. Over time, as both animals become more comfortable, you can allow supervised interactions with the cat, free to move around. Always provide the cat with escape routes and high places to retreat to if she feels threatened. If your poodle is overly excited or tries to chase the cat, redirect his attention with treats or a favorite toy. Teach your poodle basic obedience commands, such as sit, stay, and leave it, which can be helpful during introductions. Reward your poodle for calm, gentle behavior around the cat, and never punish either animal for growling, hissing, or barking. These are normal ways for animals to communicate discomfort. For introductions with small animals, such as rabbits, guinea pigs, or birds, extra precautions are needed. Poodles are intelligent and trainable, but their natural instincts may kick in when confronted with a small, fast-moving animal. Always supervise interactions, and never leave your poodle alone with a small pet. Use secure cages or pens to protect the smaller animal, and reward your poodle for calm, non-predatory behavior. If your poodle shows signs of intense focus, such as staring, stalking, or trying to paw at the cage, calmly redirect his attention and increase the distance between the animals. Over time, your poodle may learn to ignore the small pet, but supervision is always necessary. When bringing a new puppy or kitten into a home with an adult poodle, the process is similar, but there are some additional considerations. Puppies and kittens are still learning about the world and may not understand social cues from older animals. Monitor interactions closely to ensure that play doesn't become too rough, and teach the younger animal appropriate boundaries. If your poodle is the resident pet and the newcomer is a puppy or kitten, give your poodle plenty of attention and reassurance. Some older dogs may feel threatened or jealous of a new arrival, especially if they perceive the newcomer as competition for your affection. Make sure your poodle has a quiet space to retreat to when she needs a break, and continue to spend quality time with her. On the other hand, if your poodle is the newcomer and the resident pet is a cat or another dog, give the resident animal time to adjust to the new presence. Don't force interactions, and allow the resident pet to set the pace. Over time, most animals will come to accept the newcomer, especially if their routines and resources are not disrupted. Throughout the introduction process, enrichment and mental stimulation are important for all your pets. Boredom and excess energy can lead to unwanted behaviors, such as chasing, barking, or aggression. Provide plenty of toys, puzzles, and interactive games to keep your poodle and the new pet engaged and happy. Exercise is also key. A tired dog is a well-behaved dog, and regular walks, play sessions, and training can help reduce stress and prevent behavioral problems. Make sure both your poodle and the new pet get plenty of physical and mental activity each day. Feeding time can be a source of tension between pets, especially in multi-pet households. To prevent resource guarding and competition, feed each animal in a separate area and pick up food bowls when mealtime is over. Provide separate water bowls, beds, and toys for each pet, so they don't feel the need to compete for resources. If you notice signs of resource guarding, such as growling, snapping, or stiffening when another animal approaches food or toys, consult with a professional trainer or behaviorist for guidance. As your poodle and new pet settle into their new routine, continue to monitor their interactions and provide positive reinforcement for good behavior. Celebrate small victories, such as relaxed body language, shared play, or peaceful coexistence in the same room. Building a harmonious multi-pet household takes time, patience, and commitment. There may be challenges along the way, but with the right approach, your poodle and new pet can learn to live together happily. In conclusion, introducing your poodle to new pets is a journey that requires thoughtfulness, preparation, and ongoing effort. By understanding your pet's personalities, setting up a safe environment, moving at their pace, and providing positive reinforcement, you can help them build a strong, positive relationship. Remember that every pet is unique, and there is no one-size-fits-all approach. Be patient, stay positive, and seek help if needed. With time and care, your poodle and new pet can become cherished companions, enriching each other's lives and bringing joy to your home.